Hello, my little unicorns. So, if you know anything about me, you know that I'm generally late to the party. So for today's video, I want to do something light and summery, something that is easy, something that's very wearable, something that's really comfortable. But more than that, I wanted to do a first impression. Colourpop came out with their Sailor Moon palette. By the way, I love these. Oh, you're not seeing the reflex. You see the mouth? See the mouth? Look at that. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? But they came out with their Sailor Moon collection last year. So this is a first impression video for me because I just bought the bundle. But yeah, so they came out with it last year. So we're going to be doing Colourpop products. I promised you the last video that I would be getting back to affordable makeup products. Now Colourpop is a good transition. We're going to take it right down to drugstore products back to probably my Profusion, which is my favorite drugstore line because of the versatility and the selection. But we're starting with some high-end, affordable high-end products. Colourpop palettes usually run in the $24 or under range. Everything's really affordable. It's a little more than drugstore prices. We're getting back to that, but we've been doing a lot of Jeffree Star and James Charles and these $40 and $50 and $60 palettes. So let's start working on something that's $22, $20, $24. And as always, I'm going to put the links below so you can find these products yourself. So without further ado, or a long drawn out explanation, too late, let's get started. Okay, so like I said in the introduction, we're going to be using the Colourpop Sailor Moon Pretty Guardian palette. Here's what the cute little palette looks like in the front. And you tilt it around and her mouth opens, her mouth closes. It's just adorable. I had it going now. There it is. There it is. Ah! Anyway, it's adorable, but this is a very light, summery palette. It's got a nice mixture of some mattes and shimmers, purples, pinks, a little yellows, and a lot of neutral taupes and browns, warm and cool. The shimmers, this one in particular, is a really cool shimmer because it looks like a chunky glitter, but it's not. It's this kind of pinkish gold. Let's see if I can get... Look at that. It's the only color in the palette that I've swatched, so this is almost a true first impression. I was compelled to swatch this one. Like, oh my god. It's so pretty. I'm not able to get the right angle on camera because I'm twisted. Anyway, it's really beautiful. So we are going to just dive right in. I want this to be a very soft look today. So I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. This one right here. And I'm going to start off with a very neutral transition shade. I'm not going too crazy with a bunch of colors. So we're going to start with this one right here. Or actually this one right here. Really simple look. And I'm going to just take this and I'm carving out where I want my crease to be. Remember, my left eye is not as hooded as my right eye, so I need to make a fake crease. So I tilt my head back, I look where my orbital bone is, and that's where I'm going to take the shadow, just slightly above the orbital bone. I want this to be the highest point. And I'm starting low in the orbital bone and I'm letting the brush do the work. I'm not placing the makeup up here. It looks like I am, but I'm not actually placing it up here. I'm placing the brush down here and just pressing. And what's happening is because I put the makeup on the tip of the brush, it goes up into that area. Okay, and that's how you keep from getting too much product up here. If you want that nice gradient, I mean, you're going to have to do some blending. But if you want that nice gradient into the brow bone, don't place the weight of your product in here. Place it down here and push up. And then we just do a little, I remove any excess product and we just do a little buff. And that's going to save you a lot of blending. So next I'm going to go in with a smaller fluffy brush. And I want to use the color Moon Castle, which is this brown right here. A little darker, a little more taupe. And I'm going to take it exactly where I took the first shade, which is called Twilight Flash. And I'm just going to go a little lower. So I'm going to cover most of that first shade. And I'm tilting my head back to really see that orbital bone. So I know exactly where I want to put that color. And I'm putting it into the crease, but pushing up. Okay, removing any excess product. I want to kind of blend them seamlessly together. Actually, if you go in with the first brush that you applied Twilight Flash with, no extra product, and just blend. I forgot to mention I do have my foundation and brows done, but that's the only part of my face that I've actually done today. I don't know if you can see. And I'm going in with a slightly shimmer shade called Love. There's a little bit, I want this to be mostly matte on the outside, and there is a little bit of glitter reflect, but I really want this shade, the depth that that's going to offer me. So I'm going to go with that and repeat the same steps, just slightly lower. That's why my brushes keep getting smaller and smaller as I go from color to color. So tilt my head back, start exactly where I was, but work a little lower. And I'm actually going to take this into the V as well. Okay. Now, if you wanted a really easy summer look, you could stop here, put a light matte, or if you want to go glam or a little summery and beachy, you could put a little shimmer in there. That first one I showed you would be gorgeous. But I want to take this more into a purple because I'm wearing purple today. So I'm going to take some purple shades. So in order to do that, after I'm done blending, I'm going to add a little purple to the outer corner, the outer V, not all the way up and around. Just a little bit, and I'm going to blend it together. So that's where I want a finer brush. So I'm taking this one. And I'm going into the shade Miracle Romance. So cute. This purple right here. Because there's a color I want to use on my lid that I absolutely need purple to do. So I'm going to take that right in the outer V, not covering all of the pink. And I'm taking it about a third of the way onto my lid. Anyway, you could go in with a black or a dark brown and deepen this up and make it more dramatic. I'm just going to intensify that pink. And then I'm going to blend. And I'm taking the brush that I applied Moon Castle, the medium brown, and I'm just blending those edges out. I'm not putting any extra product on the brush, just softening that up. Now I'm not worried about this purple here. I'm going to soften it up when I add the next color. I'm really just worried about blowing out these lines here above, because this is a very soft, no makeup look. Next I'm going to take my finger and I'm going into the color Luna, which is this shimmery purple, oops, right here. And I love the reflect in this, and I'm just going to take this through most of my lid, just leaving that very inner corner clean. Then I'm going to go in with the same brush that I applied Miracle Romance with, and I'm just going to kind of intensify this in here and blend them together so they kind of blend seamlessly. And then I'm going to go in again with the pink, which is called Love, and just intensify the cut crease a little. And then I want that outside to be really blurred out, so I'm going back in with the brown brush and no extra product and just softening up and blowing it out. Kind of taking it, extending it out a little bit. Just like that. Next I'm going in with a fluffy brush, not a little too big fluffy brush, a fluffy brush like this, a flat fluffy brush. And I'm going to take this with the color Silver Millennium, which is actually gold, I don't understand. But it's this color here. And I'm going to take that in my inner corner and under my brow bone. And I really think the color payoff in this color is better on your finger, so I'm going to do this with my finger. There we go. Yeah, now I'm getting it. But I am going to use the brush under my brow bone. And I'm taking any excess product off and just blending it together so it's seamlessly with the brown. Like that. Under the eye, I'm going to go in with the matte color Miracle Romance. It's the dark purple, or the light dark purple. It's this outside purple. And take that all the way across my lashes, about midway into my pupil. And then I'm going to go in with the pink, and I'm going to smudge it out slightly below it. And then finally I'm going in with the darker brown Moon Castle, and I'm going to smudge that even lower. Just like that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do my other eye and my mascara and lashes off camera. You see me do them a million times. If you ever want to see me do them again, then put it in the comments. I'll gladly do a mascara, lashes review or tutorial or whatever you want to call it. We can discuss lashes. I've got magnetic, I've got glue on. You let me know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do that off camera, and I'll be back. Okay, quick interruption between mascara and lashes. Since this is a first impression video, I wanted to give you my first impression of another product that's not new, but is fairly affordable. It's Maybelline The Falsies Push-Up Angel Mascara. I got the waterproof brand, so I have mixed reviews. What this is supposed to do is lift and curl, and it does. I mean, this is without curling my lashes, and this is still not as good as if I had used an eyelash curler, but they're pretty uplifted. The only downside to this is the wand. Now, it's designed to give you that uplift, which it does, but it also makes applying to your lower lashes very, very difficult. I had to finagle a lot, and this was the best I could get, but I just wanted to give you my first impression. So I don't know about Stay All Day Power, the waterproof. It's very hot and humid. Monsoon season is upon us, and so those of you in the desert with us, you know that we've got like 36% humidity, which might be a joke to some of you guys in like Houston and Florida, but you know, it's hot for us. Anyway, we'll see how long this lasts. It lasted all day, no smudging. I'm going to pop on my lashes. I'll let you know what I used when I get back. Okay, so mascara and lashes are on. I did put a little bit of black liner just so I could blend the band of the lashes in. For lash glue, I used my Kiss Lash Glue Liner, which everybody knows is my favorite. And for lashes, I used the Kiss Little Black Dress. Because this look is so soft, I wanted a really light lash. I didn't want to go over the top, so I used something small and airy. So next thing we're going to do is contour and blush. For contour, I'm using my same old preference for summer, my e.l.f. Contour Powder Palette. So I'm just going to do that real quick. You guys have seen me do this a million times, but I do have new blushes and... But I'm going really light with the contour. Again, I want this to look summery. And this is the darker contour shade. I'm then going in with the lighter contour shade. And I'm going to kind of just bronze my face a little bit. So I'm taking that up to my temples and up into my hairline. And then I'm going to take it down under my jawline. And I'm just trying to hit this on the places that the sun would hit. And then I also want to kind of chisel out my jawbone. Alright, so for blush, I'm going to be using again Sailor Moon from Colourpop. I'm using the shade Cat's Eye. That's a nice kind of pinkish shade here. And it has a little shimmer to it, not too much. It's pretty. It's soft, but it's very pigmented. So with Colourpop colors, I would go in a little at a time. So I am barely tapping into this. 3 little taps, that's it. And I'm tapping it out, and I'm just going to dot it right now. So I get the color placed where I want, rather than get it all concentrated right in the apples of my cheeks, and then out here, I'm just dot, 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 and then I can always go in and blend it once I got the color placed, because I want this soft. I don't want this too wild. And I'm taking it into my hairline so it blends seamlessly with the contour and bronze. I really do have one eyebrow higher than the other. Just sisters, not twins. My right eye is just dropping halfway down my face. I'm going to look like a Salvador Dali painting soon. The random things that come into my head. Now for highlight, I'm going to stick with the palette. I really like the Silver Millennium color, but I think I'm going to use this Silver Crystal eyeshadow, which is right here. This one right here, because I haven't used it yet. And I'm taking a little and just doing this little boop on the tip of my nose, like that little boop. That is my favorite part of doing makeup. I just love that. But I'm using this for highlighter, so then I'm going to take a brush and just soften that up a little bit. But I want that to be the most intense. And then I'm just going to take my highlighter brush and dip into that color. And I'm going to use it as my highlighter all over my face. Okay, it's very subtle. But yeah, alright. For a summer daytime look, I'm digging it. I'm not mad at it. But I want the boop to be more intense. Okay. So next we're going to go in with the lip color or one of the lip colors in the collection. Because like I said, I bought a bundle. We're going to be using the Lip Duo, Moonlight Lip Duo in the shade, actually I'm going to use Bunhead. So, pros and cons. I love the formula of this lipstick, and it's called Ultra Blotted Lip, and it has this really soft, kind of just bitten look. It's beautiful. But it's supposed to pair really nicely with this beautiful lip gloss. This one is the color Sailor Moon. But I've noticed the gloss takes the lipstick off. So it looks great in pictures for like a minute, but it doesn't wear long. The lipstick doesn't stay as long as I would like it to, but it's such a nice formula, and it looks really beautiful, and it touches up well. So for this video, I'm going to use both, so you can see. But we're using the shade Bunhead, which is a really soft kind of nude pink. Okay, so as you can see, really just blotted. It's very light for a matte lipstick. It actually is sheer and has a lot of color coming through. Or I mean, not a lot of color, but like a lot of lip color, lips, your skin tone coming through. I really like it. It's great and soft for summer, but it doesn't stay forever. And once I put the lip gloss on, it's going to go away. Now, normally what you would do is wait at least 2 minutes for this to dry down, and it can take up to 20 minutes for a matte lipstick, stay all day lipstick, or stay long lasting lipstick to set. So putting your gloss on too soon is also a reason why you might lose some of the color underneath, which I'm going to do because for the sake of the video, I'm going to put my color on now, but normally I would wait and let this dry longer. So I'm going to go over with the Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Sailor Moon. And it's like a gold peachy shade, and they are a lip duo, so they are supposed to complement each other very well. I don't like these brushes when they first start. They're really rough. You have to soften them up. There we go. Oh, that is pretty. Okay, so not too hard, not too difficult. Again, you can eliminate a few of the steps if you don't. But this is it. This is the finished look, my little unicorns. What do you think? Do you like it? Summery, light. I will say, what do I think of the palette? It's Colourpop. I'll say the palette colors are limited. You are limited to the looks that you can do with it. The color story is very pretty. Great palette for little girls. And I love this look. I'm very happy with it. I think it came out great. The color pigmentation in any Colourpop product is always amazing. And it's so worth the money. Overall, I love this palette. I love the shimmers. I'm really digging this purple. That shimmer purple is it's just gorgeous. But it is a limited color story. You can only do so many summer looks or light looks. It doesn't have a black. It doesn't have any kind of dark contour colors. So you're really limited to these light, airy looks, which is pretty, but you can't intensify it at all. But the colors are astounding. Pigmentation is astounding. Love the lip. Very soft and summery, very pretty. I love the quality of the blush. I will say that I wish the liquid lip underneath would last a little longer. It's not perfect, but other than that, really, it's Colourpop. 2 thumbs up. Would I invest in it? I did. Would I invest in it again? You bet. So in the meantime, I hope you had fun. I hope that maybe there's something that you learned or that you can use. If nothing else, Colourpop, buy it. If you like these shades, if you like the light looks, if you are someone who's new to makeup, this is a great palette because it has those neutral tones for everyday wear. But it also has a few pinks and purples in there just for fun if you want to throw in some color but you're a little afraid. It's a really great place to start. I will say this particular palette, probably not the greatest for darker skin tones, more geared towards lighter skin tones, but it's a very pretty palette. Definitely would say go for it. Alright, until next time, stay magical, my little unicorns. Love ya.